Shit. I don't know this, but I knew if I did it aesthetically and habits-wise, then I could turn it into solid. My mindset is superior. So why is my mindset superior to all these other people? Because the least information that it takes for you to get the work done is the proper mindset. As we broke it all down, and we really realized, hey, it's just me. I get to wake up me every day. They should have to wake up me every day. Well, look at what happens. You telling all that? But a lot of guys don't get that. A lot of guys are just straight naff. And weirdos with weird ass characters, weird ass spirits, weird ass like. And you might listen to weirdos online and just act like that's not the problem. They're like trying to educate you. How about get educated how the fuck you're a fucking weirdo? That's why I kept pulling fucking. It's like you can't do anything because you're weird. And no one will tell you. That's why you need to tell you. Like, you should get on my coaching program. Most of you guys who really know, you're deep down. Then like all guys you towards the philosophy of life. But there's one thing, like I don't say this because I think it's wrong. But that's why you guys are suck, because you're not cool, you're fucking weirdo. You guys are like motivation consumers. You're addicted to the dopamine release when you think you learned something and you never apply it. So the problem is there's no education issue. You guys learned it up. But you fail to apply because you're a fucking jackass. So you sit there and listen to someone preach about something that is so exponentially crazy, like touching some level of consciousness that you ever reach it. Like, oh yeah, I understand that. And then you feel this dopamine release that you're so smart and shit. But then you realize later that you didn't apply shit, you're stupid. Just like all the people read all these books didn't apply any of them. But a dumb fuck like me read like 4, where you wrote a bunch of shit and sold them back to you guys, stupid. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants success, but they don't realize success is measured on those darkest days, and it's the internal attributes that we strengthen during those days we do not want to show. During those times, our back is against the wall, and we choose to make the right choice. This is the characteristic.
It's an application issue, right? Tracking yourself that, right? What?
Just told you that. Well, then finally, this is what I want to do. Be a tennis
player. What you do with it.
Be the best tennis player. Don't take the best team. Be the best lawyer. Just settle for what they have access to. Not me. I wanted to be this. Even if I lost everything, I still knew who I was. That's all I like. I like the attention. I like the fame. I always feel like I have a purpose. And I like the community. Of everything, nothing can change. How much they're just so solid, we don't have to even, everything's unsaid between all of us. We all just get it. That's what I always like. But think about it. I was in prison. The home is the cure. And all reality, everything we were taught is the limiting mindset we have. And if you're taught that we have the flu, you have to be really sick and fucked up. You will. But when you go get pumped up, you raise your frequency so high, your vibrating so high, you're no longer Josh with all these limitations. You're limitless up here. So you have to have a daily process that raises your frequency. Your frequency is what you frequently see. So when we raise your frequency through this process of getting up early, which is the greatest form of gratitude you can show, creation, God, whatever you resonate with, the greatest form of gratitude you can show is that, hey, you can send this, because every thought, every action, all energy is an offering of love. So you're like this, hey, I'm grateful for this day, and I'm going to be the best I can do. And you don't have to get up and say it out loud. You know, the universe knows your releases. So you're just getting up there every single day saying, I have the best I can. That is the most grateful thing you can do. You don't sit there and wake up and say, I'm grateful for my man, I'm grateful that I still have my dog fucking Tracy. Like, you don't do that. We know you're grateful for that shit. Gratitude is motherfucking action. And so that first action, that first positive step, goes to a positive thought. Then you have to take positive action with positive self-talk. Then you eat that positive meal, that positive self-talk. Then you're helping people in a positive way, with positive self-talk. So high, I'm all your influence. only limitations we know are that a low frequency lifestyle. We believe nothing's possible. There's only problems. People's frequency is what they frequently see. So like you said earlier, don't listen to your parents. You mentioned, don't listen to people who operate at a chronic low frequency. And don't listen to people who haven't done what you're trying to do. They definitely don't know what they're talking about. People actually project their current self onto. So like, in one moment, they're low frequency, they stop talking about it, stop talking, da da da. Because that's them, they're seeing them on you. And if you're being coached by me, we have to be able to pray. We have to make contact. We have to get you ultra jacked. We have to get you up to this place. You have to have a coach you have to be like so that they see themselves on you and take nothing less. Your friends expect nothing but your greatest potential. The people who aren't your friends let you slip and slide and think love is lost. If you're gonna make money doing something, you have to pick something that if money was an option, that's what you would do. So whatever you would do if money was no problem, that's what you do for them. And in all reality, for me, it was the day the ad said,
Start trying to pull up in one.
place next to you. Because I kept it in my life.
Down football.
And negative, I'm negative if I don't do everything I need to do to be positive. So that's what I chose to do for a living. You have to choose something you hate and it just fucks you over. Don't trust people who are taking care of themselves physically. Because they lie to themselves. They don't love and respect themselves. No man who trashes his body loves and respects himself. He may be a good businessman who will smile to your face and tell you the relationship matters, but they've been trained to say that. So unless he loves and respects himself, he cannot love and respect you. And love and respect comes from self-investment. Self-love is the only direct correlation of self-love that we can see as humans is their self-investment. You have to look at him and say, does this man invest in himself? And does this man hold his word to himself? If he doesn't invest in himself, if he doesn't hold his word to himself, then he doesn't love himself. And he's not going to hold his word to you. He can't. Everything that exists internally, everything has to exist internally first before it's given externally. A man who does not hold his word to himself, and every man wants to be in shape, cannot hold his word to you. He may be able to hold his word to you on small things in very easy areas, but if everything's comfortable, but when shit hits the fan, he'll turn on you. He's turned on himself every day of his life. Every day of his life, he wants to go to the gym. Every day of his life, he wants to quit drinking. Every day of his life, he wants to train. But he turns on himself every fucking day, and you'll be the next person he turns on. Yes. No integrity. Zero integrity. So there's an upside down situations. He doesn't love himself, and he's not going to hold his word to you. He can't. Let you slip and slide and think love is lost. If you're gonna make money doing something, you have to pick something that if money was an option, that's what you would do. So whatever you would do if money was no problem, that's what you do for them. And in all reality for me, it was in the atmosphere to be in a good place mentally. Because I can't live life if I'm like really thinking and fucking I'm making this if I don't do everything I need to be positive. So that's what I chose for them. You have to choose something responsible and trust people taking care of themselves physically. Because they lie to themselves, they don't love and respect themselves. No man who trashes his body loves and respects himself. He may be a good businessman who will smile to your face and tell you the relationship matters, but they've been trained to say that. So unless he loves and respects himself, he cannot love and respect you. And love and respect comes from self-investment. Self-love is the only direct correlation of self-love that we can see as humans on someone is their self-investment. You have to look at him and say, does this man invest in himself? And does this man hold his word to himself? If he doesn't invest in himself, if he doesn't hold his word to himself, then he doesn't love himself. And he's not going to hold his word to you. He can't. Everything that exists internally, everything has to exist internally first before it's given externally. A man who does not hold his word to himself, and every man wants to be in shape, cannot hold his word to you. He may be able to hold his word to you on small things in very easy areas, but if everything's comfortable, when shit hits the fan, he'll turn on you. He's turned on himself every day of his life. Every day of his life, he wants to go to the gym. Every day of his life, he wants to quit drinking. Every day of his life, he wants to train. But he turns on himself every fucking day, and you'll be the next person he turns on. Yes. Zero integrity. Zero integrity. So there's an upside down situations. You guys know And to hear bullshit, I just go right to the upside of the next situation. Go. Family, all that shit. There's no upside of that. Oh, there's no upside of that. Why am I gonna say fuck no? Shit. I like you guys. That's all.
Too long.
Man, success is a much wilder. To me, success has always been the man that you're creating. Everyone talks about it, it's about the journey, not the destination. So throughout your life, you're always seeing what you could be at your highest potential. And for me, success has been to create the man I always admired with the intention of giving that man to the world. It's all about self-actualization and then finally getting the pinnacle, which is self-transcendence. So self-actualization is realizing your potential at the highest level, that goal within that you could always have no more, you just be more. And then once you've attained that, which we have, it's our obligation to transcend ourselves into each other. So many successful people are on purpose, they don't have an outlet, there's no outlet. So they have all this wisdom, all this knowledge, all this potential trapped in them, and they're not speaking it to people. You see them on the internet. They have the panic, the on the rest, if you know they're very successful, but they're not sharing anything they've done today. They withhold because they don't want you to know they're successful. People think that's humble, I think it's an asshole. I think people that are more upfront. And they're more like Grant Cardone, like myself. Like individuals who put themselves out there and their life, and they say, do you want to know how I did it? They want to share. That's what I'm doing. It's actually protecting us. Smartest decision I made in business was doing something that I actually can care live without. You guys just try to think about how you're going to make money. I chose to do something that is a part of my life. It's an inseparable part of my daily life, the way I choose to live. And it was the most impactful thing that ever happened to me was learning how to live in this manner of having positive daily habits, with self-talk that's affirming to your goal. I mean, a lot of people, they just don't understand that they may do certain things like go to the gym or stuff like that, but the way they speak to themselves doing these things is so fucked up. So my whole thing was, it's the mental and physical level up. And once I understood that, it took me a spiritual route. I never was trying to be spiritual. I was spiritual once. I love both mentally and physically. Mentally, they spend whatever time on their purpose and their care of their family. They just focus on their family. If you just focus on your family, then you're building your power. Actually, walking this path, getting its purpose, and its goal should be in total.
Halfway to halfway.
Oh, purpose. It's just, it's that's it, just when taking those back steps. That's it. When doing all the shit you should do. You probably write a book in the same year, and everyone can on themselves, and you'll probably be fucking jacked. Because you have a lot of fucking. And I think about that. 245, it was in the gym at 4, like, how much more time do you have? Waking up 2 hours earlier is an extra month a year of productive time. Like, you're going to be more successful if you got an extra 13 months out of the fucking year. Come on. Well, you have to realize one simple thing. Anybody who's going to critique you and say something negative is a loser. No winner is going to be like, and what that guy said, they're just losers, okay? Anyone who's winning, people who are winning barely comment. They barely like shit. They view stuff on social media. They understand who you are. They watch your videos. Get in. If they need your service, they directly just ask. For the most part, every guy online is so fucking stupid that you can't count their level of irony at their level. Like, you have to consider the source. Anybody who's going to critique you, touch, looking for them. They can't even see who they are. They're the lowest of the low. I mean, if it makes sense when someone critiques you and tells you about a problem you have, they're above you, they listen. But if they're below you, you don't. The second someone speaks, and you don't want to wait for a position, just tell them shut the fuck up. And they're like, why? And if I listen to you, I may be in your position one day, and I don't want to be there. Know that nobody does. You don't even want to be where you're at, so shut the fuck up and quit giving advice until you're where you want to be at. Well, like where I'm at, no, you don't. Nobody does, and I especially don't. So get out of here. So when I tell people that so quick, like it's sort of the gym. Somebody comes up and is like, hey, I do this way. I'm like, why are you telling me how you do? Guys on podcasts, guys online doing all this shit. They're like, this is my routine. It's like, are you the outcome we get? Well, we're gonna go ahead and not do that routine. Like, what I want to tell you about ex alcoholics, you know, sort of most committed. You turn from the darkness to the light. You come and you feel like you turn. It's light in the snow and put a jacket on a little thing. So committed. The thing is like, I think that negative mindset, that desire to escape, that just you know, escape to a workout. You tell people, the measure of who you are as a man is when you run during tough times. You run to what breaks you down, the drugs come from the vices. You run to what builds you up, the workout. Those actions, the demeanor, and the energy at which your higher self possesses. So when you step back, look in, you see yourself as your highest version, your greatest potential, and how that individual operate your life. And that changes the whole dynamic. Don't come out to the valley unprepared. Come as your best self, best energy, best demeanor. I mean, all the actions. They don't recognize. People don't realize. They're not seeing it. They don't realize it. Genius is your vision, and to adhere to your vision is the only choice we will all know. Everyone who has ever saw as being crazy when they had a simple invention that was pure imagination, it brought that into fruition and changed our existence. And at once they're like, you're going to fly across water in a plane, and then you pulled it off. So I mean, whatever your true mission is what must be done, because that is your genius, like I said before. Talent hits a target nobody else can hit. But genius hits a target nobody else can see. Your vision is your genius. To walk in alignment with your vision is what creates your life's purpose. And I've said before, that our life's purpose is to create the individual to be higher in every way to give that individual away. So the point being is, I believe we are the path. We are the path and construction of that. The immaculate individual is the path, and we never stop. It's an ongoing path. There's no end to it. So what does that do? That creates someone just loves to and do. That creates a person who's a amount of fortitude. There's no end to it. So I mean, the point is we're conditioning ourselves by having that process of living. I started this. I've never done this. The personal operates like that. I was talking to someone today, and they were lost. They said that they wake up in the morning, they just have this overwhelming doom, this fear, this pain that overtakes them of failing, because they have to be payable for their company, and they just worry about losing it all. And I said, so what? Who cares if you lost it all? I've been saying it a million times lately. Even if you do, you can't change. So no matter what the fuck happens, the way I live fearless is no matter what the fuck happens, if I lose all of this, if I lose my beautiful innocent and family, if I lost everything that belongs to me, this is it first. I lost all my life, all myself, I lost everything. I would still never lose. Because even if I lost everything that isn't me, I will never lose me. Even if I lost it all. I would never lose me. And on the hardest days, I was still there. Heaven, any day I was there. And I was the backbone to this. And you want me to tell you something that okay for them? That'll determine that you won't lose anything because you'll still be there doing it. No, that determines shit. You still can lose it. I'll be the best man ever. But you won't lose the thing you belong to you. I'll never lose the thing I am to me unless I choose to break character. The only time a man willing to give up moments of his life is when he chooses to break character. Life is one big gratitude test. So I wait for the problem to happen, and then I prove how grateful I am right there. You are who you are when the bottom falls out. You don't judge yourself on your best day. Like, that's an unbiased judgment. You judge yourself when everything's perfect. When everything's the worst, how wrong. That's the man. That's the one. This is the one for me. I went below the bottom, below rock bottom, to where I'm at today. Just a different perspective change, a different mindset. You change your thoughts, you'll change your life. If you become accountable to yourself, accountable to your actions, create the person you're supposed to be. You will create the person. When people tell you, hey, your movie poster, write your story, I do that. I don't live in my mirror. I live in the back of my mind from that weakness. I know I'm the awareness of my emotions and thoughts and feelings. I'm the awareness behind it. I'm sitting there watching Wes and Daniel going, savage. Nobody going to plain ass shit. Rip like you. And then as I'm driving to the gym in the morning, still to this day, no one will never break the day. Never. No one will get up at 2:45 for 15 years straight and commit to it for life. Glory. And I did that the whole time in prison too. I never missed a wake up in prison the whole time. When everyone else would wake up, I'd be on my back. I went home and walked out. It's the person you validate yourself with your program. As people shit out here. Whoever this day is who he is. He can't tell you who he is. And to see who he is. And that's the lost art that people hide. I was someone who really started with nothing. I was a millionaire before prison, went to prison for 10 years, got out, had $200 in a vision, and I was relentless in the pursuit of that vision. And I'm telling you guys today, if you follow in my footsteps of positive daily habits, building your personal brand online, and really selling something that you use and you value, you'll live the life of your dreams. Success is completely about your presence. It's completely about the way you know how to orchestrate energy. It's about understanding that most people do not have the ability to operate from their mental weakness. So people who don't operate from their mental weakness, using metacognition, they are not natural leaders. So if you're someone who can see your own thoughts before you basically scan your thoughts, as your thoughts take place, you choose to partake in them or not, and you wonder why these are, formulated, so on and so forth. If you're someone who lacks any abilities in metacognition, 50% of the world do that. 85% of the world doesn't do that. That's fine. There's plenty of number twos that were more successful working under a high number one than being a number one of themselves, when they're not the number one naturally. I'm naturally leading. If you're not naturally leader, you don't have to do that. Be a very good number two. You'll make 50,000 times what a shitty number one would do. But definitely not dissing my followers, dissing the habits that anyone chooses to partake in if it fits them. So my followers don't have it, possess any of these. So what is it? It's a level up. Not calling them out, I'm calling them up. That's the whole thing. I mean, if you don't want to hear that you have flaws, which I do too, but everyone has flaws. I have them. Fuck, everyone has them. It's fucking you. It's just, I'm not going to hear it from someone below me. And if you hear it from someone above you, it's a gift. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Get on my fucking page if you don't like it. You have to burn presence. People don't realize to be fully present in life, you have to be proud of your presence. If you're not proud of your presence, you'll never own the moment.
Proud of your presence,
Somebody's bad as shit. Walking into a restaurant, picking their shirt out their tits. It's like, motherfucker, you're not even here right now. You're like looking at me through, you're looking at yourself through his eyes, and her eyes, And like you're just fully just critiquing yourself so massively. When I did the work, and I want these motherfuckers want to see me, and I love it. If you're still not in shape, if you're still drinking, if you're still a loser individual, then don't worry about money. Because it doesn't matter how much money you get, you still fucking suck. Yeah. And if you still can suck, you're not going to do anything with the money. And this is the whole thing, like people get all mad. Wes, how are you going to say I suck? This is how you know you can suck, all you motherfuckers. This is how you know you fucking suck. If you fail to hold your word to yourself daily, you suck at being you. And if you hold your word to yourself daily, you're good at being you. Yeah. That was your word to yourself, you stupid motherfucker. Like, if you don't hold your word to yourself, you suck at being you. If you do, you're good at being you. But now, what are the levels at which you're holding yourself accountable to something bigger? I mean, is your word to yourself that you like? I was on a panel the other day with the guy who said his program was wake up and play video games with my kids, and he had 10-inch arms and a fucking huge gun in tits, and he didn't see anything wrong with it. He thought he was a Christ-driven man. I'm like, oh, what the? You understand the pain you're going to cause your kids if they try to resemble you? If your kids want to be like you at all, do you understand how bad they're going to get bullied? Like, if they resemble you in the slightest bit, you stupid, you are setting them up for the most painful existence known to man. How do you not realize how painful your life has been, being a pale, 10-inch armed, titty having? Like, these fucking people are so delusional, it makes me sick. It's like, do you want your, okay, wait. Being fit really doesn't matter. What do you want your kid really fat? Or do you want your kid in shape? They're going to stay in shape, right?
£5.
Everything can to be where you want to be. Or like you do everything. If you're going to be an online coach, I'll have to do everything you can to be able to be in a position to be that. If you're wanting to be a dad the most or be in your marriage, I do everything possible can to be there. I do what I was told. That's the thing about people in these situations. They can't do it. I'm like, no. Like, well, I really don't have that. I'm like, you do, though. You know, you just don't believe this. You're supposed to love what you do. You're supposed to like all this shit. Man, it's a purpose. And he sticks to his purpose, whether he likes it or not. And that is the most validating aspect. That's where it gets his pleasure. Is that he did everything he must do, and he lets his head down, and I secure that he did everything in his back. Because fatigue is the best killer. These motherfuckers can't sleep at night. They're so soft. They can't sleep. And people come up to me, and I just think that does this guy really admire himself? No, it's a big ass out. Getting lame. It's awful rough. Where's the we're gonna break this massive stretch of comfort there? And let's the fuck out to reality. Most of the guys told you how they feel about you, and they didn't lie, and you can read their thoughts, we get embarrassed. That's straight up. Your wife sit there going, I wonder when John is gonna just really start making some money. God, it's been 12 years. He keeps trying shit and failing, and trying shit and failing. The fuck is the matter with him? Can he pull it together? John Cena's sitting there doing the same thing. He's coming to his wife, Darren, I'm gonna do this diet this year. I'm really gonna get jacked. No more fat John, no more fat Tommy. Shit's pathetic. All you guys coming with your big ass plan to your people. And then so selfishly breaking that plan. The same fucking day, the same week, the same month, the same year. Looking your kids in your face and telling them, Dad's gonna change. He doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It's not how you're gonna make the money, it's who. So this is my reason for self-investment. My reason for self-investment is because of self-investment is the depiction of self-love. Say you love yourself as much as you invest in yourself. They say get a sword slowly. Smart enough doggone it, everybody likes this shit. But the broadcast affirmations aren't real, the actions are. So the point is, your actions towards self-love, your self-investment is a depiction of self-love. Hey, let's need to love and give love. It starts within. So we're creating that love within in the morning with our self-investment process. So we can give it at the level at which it was created within. Now everybody wants the chapter, they want to start on chapter 15. You see that picture where there's like one guy climbing a ladder, and he's like 8 rungs up, the rungs are like this close. Then there's the other fucking ladder, it's under the last rung, and it's way above his head. Like, this is everybody. They think they're just going to jump to some high level. No. Just start with an early wake-up time and work out every day, just get blood flow, and then start tracking your macros. Trust me. You'll be like, man, this is crazy. Man, somebody fucking 8-figure CEOs that don't even know the macros on. How would you know what's on your plate? So you look down at your body, and it's a shit bag, fucking stack full of shit. You hate it. Like you look like shit. And you sit down this room in front of you. You never thought to say, does this play serve me or doesn't it? How? You call yourself an intellectual, and you're destroying every moment of your day by how shitty your body is. Like, oh, I look back in this shirt. Oh, I wonder if they think I'm fat. Shit, I feel fat. Like, look at that energy that has. All they're thinking about is they this other one. All they think about is that they're fat. I wish that. That's all you think about. But these guys that look fat, when you're jacked, you don't have to think about all that. You wipe that whole slate clean. Damn, I love you from everything. Because I put the work in. I put the fucking work in. These motherfuckers don't realize just anything that's so negative inside you is a punishment because you're doing it wrong. You can't choose to say, no, I enjoy being fat.
575.
Because you're doing it wrong. You're living wrong. Your trash is given of a body you give. You're supposed to be proud of it. You're supposed to accomplish it, shape it. Fucking have it just bread, just I just don't understand why people don't get it. And the man who takes full pride in the steps it takes to take that result and that result, he can't stop. And we're ready for that $8. If you want the $8, I want to prove that I'm unstoppable. I want to prove that I'm the best at what I fucking do. I want to prove that you can be the best if you listen to me. I want to prove that you can fucking do this shit. But we have to get it. We have to do it right. We have to put our soul into everything care. And the thing is everybody wants that. They want that. They fucking around. No, I tell them, dude, you're chapter 1, 8, I'm chapter 15, motherfucker. You sit back, I got you lifted a year, but realize 15 years into this mindset training, you ain't gonna get it to be like that. You'll be stuttering, stammering, and fucking not making sense, motherfucker. You gotta
What?
clarify your vision, plan a decision. Like, what's your vision of
Shut up.
you got follow first.
Look at this. Plus. Okay.
Every time your old left self wants to trigger, let's go to bullshit. Just a hard for that error. And now we're just making it successful and adhere to that character. That character doesn't drink. That character works hard every day. That character gets up at this time. That character eats this way. Same as character. And over time, you'll eventually construct a mindset. Being that person is a lot easier than being that old person.
600.
Everyone tries to act like they know what works for them. They're like, oh, that doesn't work for you. Motherfucker, in this life, nothing works for you. You work for it. So people think stuff's supposed to just work for you. Nothing works for you. You work for it. And the thing about that is, that's a mindset shift. Like, I could be doing the roughest task that's so uncomfortable, and since my goal is mental strength, I use that difficult task to speak to myself with congruent self-talk that makes me stronger. So, I mean, most people, like a fat who goes to the gym, or hates the gym, he's in the gym going, oh, I hate this, and he's so fucking stupid that he thinks he's an intelligent individual because he's probably successful with money or with some book smart shit. He's probably educated, and then he's sitting here hating a workout that is something best for the quality of his life. He doesn't know how to align his self-talk with the outcome he wants. So he actually uses his mind against him. And he's sitting here probably buying books about mind over matter, and dipshits are buying it without realizing there's a fat, stupid looking on the back of the book who's talking about discipline. I came to flip the script on all these concepts. Like when you turn my book around, you see a savage, where every word he lived is that man on the back of the book. I wrote a best-selling book. A lot of people forget that about me too. They think I'm just some social media influencer. I'm a best-selling author. I've sold 3 to 4 million copies of my book. I don't even know why I'm not there. So tell you guys something. A lot of you guys who want to live a legendary motherfucking life, maybe listen to the wrong motherfuckers. Maybe listen to some swears. When you motherfuckers who live all logically, you'll never live legendary. You'll never live a legendary motherfucking existence. If you're logical, little, and swear. So all my motherfuckers out there, and are willing to take a risk to be where you want to be, don't listen to them. You have to make leaps and bounds with the risk you're willing to take in life. Fucking take if you got one of these fuckers. Let's compare yourselves to where we're at now. But from where we started, you guys are in a way better position than any of us. You have us. You have the vision. You saw what's possible from so many fucking people. You saw so many people doing this. And then you are so crazy that you take all that fact and all that logic, and instead of running with that fact and logic that you saw so many people making, you're going to really believe a story that you make up, a fictional story that you're not capable of. That's fiction. Like, every day that you work towards building yourself, it's more and more facts stacked up in your favor. The most paying cause to someone who's living a lie is the truth. I mean, if you want to bother a strong man, tell him a lie. If you want to bother a weak man, tell him the truth. If you want to irritate a strong man, lie to him. If you want to irritate a weak man, tell him the truth. It will fuck him up. I mean, yeah. I just don't understand why men would want to be lied to. Like, to sit there and look at your spouse or look at your kids and be like, Dad looks okay, right? No, you don't, motherfucker. Like, yeah, it's just like, lie to me. I don't want anybody to lie to me. I mean, the thing is I just can't fathom people's situations, but then I get it because it's very painful to realize you're 12 years out from being anywhere, motherfucker. It took me 17 years to get where I'm at today. You think most people have a 17-year path that they can believe in? And that's the whole thing. They don't need a 17-year path. They need to just go get every win they can each day and then just say, damn, today was a success. I need to do that again. And don't question where it takes you. The thing is, they're so conditional. They're like, what if I do all this work and I'm not a multimillionaire? It's always about money. It's never about how good they fucking feel. You guys are getting pathetic. Like, they always want you to believe you're superficial because you have a Bugatti and you have millions and you wear stupid ass watches that are fucking $500,000, and they want you to believe, they want everyone to believe you're superficial. Right. But in all reality, fat people and broke people are the most superficial people on earth. They tried to work out, but they didn't get ripped in 2 weeks, so they could quit. Right. Superficial. So they weren't about the outcome. And then soul. Now, when it comes to someone like me, I won't lose because people are watching. I won't lose because of the integrity in my word to you. I told you I would. So here we go, motherfucker. If anyone just operate off integrity and said, I told my wife I was here, I told my kids I was going to quit drinking, and they were able to really harness how powerful that should be, right. They would be able to do it the first try. Define self-mastery. When you tell yourself you're going to do something, you do. That's how you master yourself. And nobody should teach people how to fucking, anything about mindset or anything like that. If they haven't mastered themselves, if you haven't led yourself correctly, you should not lead other people. But once you've done everything illegally, legally, this way, that way, once you've done fucking everything, there's only a few things left. The shit that works. So if you ever want to know what really works, you come to someone like me. I've done everything. I know exactly how that guy feels from what he's done. I know how that guy feels from what he's done. And I know the only things on earth that make you feel fucking 100% the best version of you. It's very few, and I share them with you every day. They go around telling people not to floss. Yeah, you should be like, hey, bro, thank you for flossing. I slowed down today. I was slacking. Like you showing the level you're at. I was almost afraid to go pick up this new whip I liked because the monthly payment was $6,500. And I saw that video of yours, and yours is 65,000. Damn, I'm a bitch. Why am I such a lesser man than you? And you guys think that that's not the proof? You're fucking afraid is what makes you not a man. It's not because you don't have the money. It's not because you're not as muscular. It's not because of any real result. Because you would have the result if you weren't such a fearful ass. You guys aren't made because you're scared. That's the fucking problem. And a lot of you buck-ass dudes are scared to even get on camera. They're stupid when you get talk. America is great norms. It's too positive, it's too negative. So you find the negative in it. In prison, everything was negative. So you had to be really positive. Because there was no point saying, oh, this sucks. Yeah, it does. We're in prison. Like, there was no point in saying anything negative. Because it's all negative. So we only have positivity to speak and to think. You guys, small ass nonsense in America, and the entire throughout the world, you just cause problems. Like you look around for problems that are unsolvable, so that you can like act like you're doing something. But you're not solving any problems in our lives. So please have Steve look in. What makes you wrong? What's wrong? What the fuck are you doing right? Spend time solving the problems in your life, and then I'll listen to you. But you guys ain't solving no problems in your lives. You think people will listen? Just fucking listen to you. You have no shit. If you have no shit, you have no opinion of them. Like, you guys are fucking crazy.
Almost on the final time.
Do you understand the power you have as a man? Do you understand the emotional motivators that can get you to pull off anything you can visualize? And when I say you can visualize, you as a man really believe that vision that you have, the man you could become, the life you could provide your family. Do you believe that vision is a choice? Or do you understand that that is God? That is God showing you a vision. That is God giving you a premonition. That is God showing you and telling you, if you do the work, if you make the sacrifices, you will be able to bring what He's showing you into fruition. That will be your reality. That vision you have of your life at the highest level of you, at your highest level. If you do the work, this is a given. God is telling you this. Step the gun, drop all your selfish desire, and create that life for your family and that man for the world that you always dreamed of becoming. Nobody does it bigger than you straight up, but this is the whole point. I ain't doing it big at all. And people who do it bigger, they're just pussy. Like they just have no style. They're scared to do it. I mean, you guys. Everything you desire is separately connected to your purpose and your path. So whatever it is that you want to write on, you can do it. Like, don't fucking do it, but watch how On the other end of that chase, there's something that moves your life forward. The people who are scared, that wait till the perfect time to make moves, they never go ahead. Drugs, stop the alcohol. Find what you want to do. Don't take no for an answer. No plan B. All in. Scared if you don't go all in. Bro, I was a millionaire before prison. Like, I had the cars, the places, all my homies. We were all crushing it. We had all the dope shit. One of my homies had a gray on gray Range Rover at the time, supercharged. I had a white on white one, supercharged. The other homie had a Bentley GT, blue on blue. I mean, red on red 745s. We all had dope places, and we had mad cash. Millionaires forever. This is why you guys aren't millionaires, because you never took the risks. You've never seen large amounts of money. You don't even believe it's possible to make large amounts of money and spend large amounts of money. We had the watches, we had the cars, we had the places, we popped the bottles, we did all that. We just did it negative. Now when I changed my habits, it was still there to know that money was nothing. I went this way. Every time you started it, what if you never stop? You did. What if every business plan or every career path, what if you just saw it through? You never stopped. Wouldn't you be at the top? It's actually kind of crazy to believe.
3/4 of the way done.
Pick the path or something.
Easy fucking one.
5% people. What's it in? It's completely irrational. It's completely poor thinking. It makes no sense to believe that if you put your heart and soul into something that doesn't have a cap, 5, 7, 10 years, that you wouldn't make 7, 8 figures. So what is it? It's just that answer that everybody fucking quits. Well, in prison, guess what? You couldn't quit. Well, actually, you could. A lot of people just take drugs, they drink, and they do all the bullshit. That's quitting. That's what a lot of people do out here. Every decision I ever made that leveled me up with two standards. It didn't fit my pocketbook, and it didn't fit my timeline. Every decision that leveled me up did not fit my pocketbook or my timeline. The whole point it was a level up is because it stretched me. It was uncomfortable. The key to success. I got the chills right now, bro. Like, that's the best shit, bro. I don't follow the guys. I don't believe that failure even matters. I don't care if I live or die. I don't believe I can get sick. I don't follow guys' rules. Go up the other day, just because I was like, can I just breathe this way? Is way lighter than it is? And mentally, I want to just be able to believe that my information is the most powerful tool. Now, do I pray? It needs to be a clear ask of God. Yes, I do. And God will always give you. He'll always give you a very hard test if you're about to get a blessing. So if you pray and ask for something and you want God to bless you, He's going to test you like a motherfucker. That's why you guys fuck up. You ask for a blessing, you get a test, and you fail the test and think that God's not working. This is the whole point. And I believe in God, but not the church. I'm more spiritual. I'm not religious. Religion is basically for fools. And fucking spirituality is your connection to God. I don't need another man to teach me how to be God. I've been through it. I've met God myself when I was in the deepest, darkest trenches, and my soul was broken. It's the only way I was able to get through a life that was so miserable and kill those two guys. So I just don't listen to some fat, stupid, loose preacher who learned everything from a motherfucking book. I want to learn from a guy who saw the most horrific things happen to humans, lived in battle years on end. Someone who was just basically mentally and physically tortured for a long time and met strength within that was God's voice. I want to talk to those people. I don't want to talk like mom and dad laying his force into religion. That ain't my shit. Every time a negative event happens to me, I just know the answer. I know that's my level. Because I know that our growth is never packaged the way we want it to be. It comes the exact opposite way. Motherfuckers speak about gratitude. Gratitude is earned worked at the bottom and brought to the top. So going deep into pain is what elevates us above everything. Being down here, knowing our limitations as Chris and Wes, is what keeps us believing in it. So everyone's avoiding pain so much that they're causing these mild mental illnesses that are byproduct of bandwidth. And you can see how it happens. They're not facing shit. They're so weak. Their own thoughts are a deterrent to them. Their own thoughts are detrimental. Because they're that weak. They don't face shit. So my whole life is about what's hardest to do. Like, well, that's hardest thing to do. I don't wait to the end of my day. I'm gonna make sure I have so many calls booked, so much on my plate that I can't do the last. That I can't do. And I'm like, perfect, I can't do this. Here's my test. And then I show up anyways. My throat's cracked, I'm weak, I'm drained. And I show up selfish, that last person. And then I realized that I have endless energy in the day because the spirit people. Let the mind and body break, and then let the spirit take over. Everyone's operating from a lot of weak limitations. Then really they just learn throughout their life by being around weak motherfuckers. And people like me and you are gonna break that by showing them it's possible. My people know that you don't have to agree with everything that I say, but what I do want you to do is get up earlier. I want you to read positive shit. I want you to work out every day. I want you to focus on your internal state. I want you to drop the drugs on the call. This is what I want from all my people. That's all I ever ask. If I say something you don't agree with, well then realize it's life. You shouldn't agree with everything everyone says. Because guess what? I don't give up if I agree with what everyone says. I agree with their results. And if I want somebody's results in life, I'll listen to it. But most people, I don't want their results, so I don't give a. So it's better to live the disciplined monk lifestyle or to get out and explore and then work. I've done both. And I really know that you have to live the disciplined life to get successful at first. Because if you don't do that, if you don't live the disciplined life and get successful at first, then it won't be fun to get out, explore, and live more freely. So a lot of these guys are like, Wes, you were living wrong. I'm like, no, if you were doing it wrong, because you don't have any money, you have nothing going for you, and you would just be a dipshit, wasting time out and about. Every time I fucking go out, life-changing shit happens. Because guess what? We got to meet to get all done. You guys must not listen to me. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to show you guys that it's a mindset that makes you a top motherfucker. It's a mindset. I've always known I was the best, so I improved it every day. Like, I knew in my heart I was meant to be the best. So in the snowboarding, I put the fucking work in. I used to drive from Oceanside to Big Bear every day. Okay? Oceanside to Big Bear every day and back. Fall asleep and go back. Okay? Do you understand that? Understand how much of a trek and a mission that is? I would go just because I need to film one piece for my part. It was going to show I was better than everybody else. Literally, I made it to the top. Like, I traveled the world as a pro snowboarder. I was in the videos, all that shit. People were better than me, but there wasn't that many people that at that time that were doing the tricks I was doing. I'm locked into what matters, so I'm in a state of like a perpetual state of contentment.
You call it a flow state?
Yes, flow state contentment. So like by me listening, by me abiding by my conscience. Like I say, conscience congruency is the form of that we should live in. So I always tell people your conscience is the authentic voice of God. So if you're listening to your conscience, you're walking directly in the footsteps of creation. Everything you're supposed to do with the pain, everything you're supposed to do on the path of your life is supplied by your conscience. So I just don't choose Wes Watson over reporting above anymore. Anytime I choose Wes Watson, once there's a fucking problem. But every time I listen to my conscience, I walk flawlessly into everything I want. It actually comes to me. So I mean, I've just lived in this manner for so long that my external environment never really matters. Whether I have a crazier car, a crazier house, want people to see the life I'm living. 24/7, I'm locked into the daily habits, the thoughts, the actions, the energy I need to have to really stay in alignment with my purpose. So nothing really matters to me except abiding by my purpose. And by me living that purpose-driven life, I'm supplied everything. I mean, what people don't realize is they're being called to greatness. They're just not fucking listening. They're not. How do you destroy bad habits? I mean, get around the people who have the answer you need. You just forget everything you know and you apply what they tell you to do. You've tried everything else. You have to freaking just forget what you think works. Get around people who are crushing it and don't have your issue. And do what they tell you. That's it. You guys just won't do what they tell you.
I had stuck on the shoes like dirty on the top. They make you like a fucking Korean zombie. What's wrong with you? No, you're not. It's not look like that. Yes. You'll just knock over what's going on. Awesome. Bitches want people to sugarcoat it. You guys get off my page. When you see something better or you're excelling in your inspired or you're insecure stuff to the forefront. So you gotta realize that if you're insecure about something, someone's speech, someone's financial status, someone's body, then that's a direct pinpoint of where you must work on. I mean, the only thing that's gonna negate that is if you put the work in. You don't have to become physically superior to them. You just have to put your heart into becoming more physically superior yourself so that you're on the level playing field and you're no longer feeling like you're looking up at them. You're just on the playing field. You gave your whole heart into what you're after, and then it's bubble soup. The point is people are really confused. No, only stuff that exists within us in others disturbs us. Like, we're not disturbed by anything in others that doesn't already exist in us. So most of my questions aloud now, they don't know what I'm. And then they're reacting to something in me, like whether they do that outside or they think that way. In their mind, they can be real assertive, but still be a bitch to pull it to the forefront. I've never had a bad reaction to those passive games. We're just chilling, they're way calm. Like, I only get negative reactions to people like me. The point is we have to know that. We have to know that we're reacting to something and someone that exists in us. Of course not. This is the fucking problem with all spiritual people. Like, spiritual bypassing is what's holding everyone back. I think just acceptance and gratitude during a contraction phase matters. You need to take massive action. You want to take everything you have and throw it into everything you want to be. And guess what? When it's hard, to have no fear and have all fear. You are motivated by money. You're just too slow to connect the fact that you are. Don't you want to like rescue a bunch of cats and puppy dogs? Don't you want to build schools, Managua? Don't you want to like retire your mom and your grandma? Yeah, you want to do all that, right? You want to have more time to spend with your kids? Yeah, right. So you're just too slow to connect the fact that that takes money. And yeah, like why does money have to be Bugattis? Why does money have to be this other stuff? Why can't it be freedom? Come on now, come on now, come on now. Nobody came to see me for 10 years, literally. I would talk to some people every now and then, but I didn't see one person for 10. You guys can go 10 hours, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. Like, this is it for breaking, that's fine. I've been broken so many times that nothing break me. And that's the beautiful thing. I faced the pain with more pain. Every time I was in pain, instead of sitting there like a bitch, I just started whooping workouts. Like 1,000 bodyweight squats in the cell. Sets up like 150, like a minute rested. Dude, I built like world-class squats with bodyweight just through pain. Just killing myself. And it was so beautiful because every day I was in so much pain from missing the wall. And every day, through that workout, I would bust open a book with some quotes or some positive affirmations in it, put it there, and then I would do my set, read a fucking sentence. Do my set, read a sentence. I came into that workout in tears. Wow, so broken. I left tears of gratitude, so fulfilled, every time.
it's the exact area where the most growth is going to happen.
Shut up.
Everything you can imagine.
I'm not looking at
It's going to work out tomorrow. Listen to my conscience. And you gave this. I gave this. It's the life I have. I'm not fully aligned with where I'm going. I'm going to tell you guys something. Two choices. You can make sure that you keep yourself and teach others to do the same, or you can pass on that pain. You said I was a fat little kid. I was super fat, I'm chunky. Chunky. Hey, look like shit. If I kept going that route, and if I didn't look in the mirror and choose to change me, would I be me? No. Nobody should even listen to you, because you're not going to die into you again. I had a guy on my group call one time say, listen, my nephew won't listen. I said, I will. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, what the f***? You don't even listen to you. That's the reality of most of you guys. You want people to listen to you, but you're not listening to you. At the root of all this, life is a mirror. It's not a window. If you're not listening to you, then nobody should listen to you, or will. If you don't love you, then nobody can really love you. If you don't respect you, then nobody can really respect you. How is this so? How is this something that's over people's heads? They look in the mirror and go, oh shit, how I treated myself this last few years was completely disrespectful. I want this out of it, but I'm doing this. But then I'm worried about people not treating me correctly, but I don't treat them correctly. What is that? So few people actually became self-actualized that they cannot give the truth. So they cannot give you an answer. They can't solve your problem because they live no truth of their own. So since the answer is obvious, like, hey, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling like down, you're feeling, hey, go work out. If we told people that in like grade school, hey, you're feeling like this, go do an intense workout for 30 minutes and then tell me how you feel. It's the only thing that really works. Why do we want to believe humans aren't physical by nature, and we just want to believe that we can outthink it? You can't think your way into positive thoughts. You have to act your way into positive thinking. And these actions, they fucking they heighten the blood oxygen level. You can't wake up laughing. You can't wake up smiling. Because there's not enough, the oxygen in the blood is not high enough. A workout can make you do that. Because there's enough oxygen in the blood now. Like, it's just not possible. No one wakes up laughing. You can't think your way into positive action. You have to act your way into positive thinking. And people don't get that. Dude, when you work out, you raise your frequency so high, and your frequency is what you frequently see. And if you're at a high frequency, you see the world correctly. Everybody's walking around at a low frequency state. Because it's like the lowest frequency emotion is guilt and shame. And everybody has such shame, and they have such bad habits that they operate from guilt and shame more often than not. You'd rather be angry. Anger is like the highest of low frequency emotional states. Guilt and shame is at the bottom. The top is enlightenment and gratitude. And this is what you do. If you end up doing something you regret, or you're shameful, you realize you're at the bottom, the lowest frequency. You're feeling like shit. You've done yourself in a hole. You have to accept what you've done. And acceptance, routing, is 4 steps up the chart from pride on high frequency emotions. It's really a high frequency emotion to just accept and stay neutral. So you go from guilt and shame at the bottom, and you just accept the fucking situation as it is. Once you've accepted it, you're already vibrating high. You're already feeling better. Now you go into another high frequency emotional state, which is love. And love for self is self-investment. So you accept what you've done. You go into a workout that is self-investment, self-love. Now, after that workout, you go from love, which is a high frequency emotional state, to pure enlightenment. And you realize that you drove to the gym not really feeling that song. And when you left the gym, you saw, oh, this shit's the shit. Like, Nobody leaves the gym pissed off. It's the only place where everybody opens the door for everybody. They don't do that at the grocery store, the bank, the mall, nowhere. They do that at the gym up. So that's what all these liars are. They see some money, they say, it's not all about money. That makes me so mad, because I'm just like, you dumb motherfucker. You just snitched yourself out. You saw me get up every fucking day at 2:45 to myself. I only saw you get up for money. Everybody only gets up to go to work. If they don't have to go to work that day, they sleep in. They would never get up on their day off to go do cardio and eat cleaner and write something or better themselves. Get liars. They're only about the money. Guess what they do? They sold out of their purpose and their vision for tiny amounts of it. It's one big punishment for choosing mediocrity. Everybody does that. They sold out their vision. Allah was giving them a diamond system. They're just like, they didn't even fucking listen. And they don't realize that mediocrity is a punishment for the weak. Literally, there's so much. I never see normal people say, "How about the money, Wes? I'm not gonna my watch in your life. I can't tell what you're about at all. You ain't really doing anything." Like, you go to the only thing they're committed to is a job they hate. Fucking idiots. What the are they doing? Oh, the only thing I really consider is this job I hate. Oh, that's great. I'm sure you can eventually construct a great mindset from that. There's 24/7. There's 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day, every day. I hate this. I hate this. Let's see how little I do. Let's see how little I do. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, that's not why you suck. That is exactly why everyone sucks. They're trying to do the least they can at a job they hate, while they're talking themselves like shit, and they're eventually constructing the lowest level of people like me are saying, more, men who take their shirt off and they're uncomfortable with their shirt off, change your life now. That is the weakest thing on the planet. You're a man and you're uncomfortable with your shirt off. Like, literally do everything you can to not be that person. That is the weakest person on the planet. A man is a savage. A man is looked at by his woman like he's a fucking god. Oh my God, how do you just got these veins, you're this tan, you got muscles busting out. How do people not even understand that that's how a man's supposed to look? Every culture before us, like, made sculptures. They did everything about these men, how they're supposed to be, is what they're supposed to look like. And then nowadays, everyone's like, it doesn't matter because they're so fucking stupid. They're letting societal standards deem who they are as a man. I'll never do that. I set my own standards. I live by them, and nobody changes what I think. Big God, I have money. I'm fit. I wouldn't trade all the money in the world to not be fit. And it ain't even about being fit. It's about the fact that I know I won't have a good day if I don't push myself hardest like a man should every day. If I push myself hardest like a man should every day, I'm not a bitch like these fucks walking around every day. You need to couple in your mindset. You need to couple in your mind the fact that if you don't work out, you're a bit and you won't have a good day. Then over time, this muscles and you're operating at a higher frequency. You're working out all the negativities, bro. The mind only does addition and multiplication. So if you're negative, the negativity just grows. If you're positive, the positivity just grows. There's no subtracting. There's either replacing the negativity with positive action or fully just starting your day off positive, not fucking stop. So I mean, it's a reward system. If you're on a life system, they did something, they said, how do I feel? And then did it again if it felt good. Like long term and reading. And then if they didn't feel it, they didn't have a long term result about it. They were living, they were moving. They wouldn't be overeating, they wouldn't be drinking, they wouldn't be doing any shit. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't fucking eat outside of my diet. I don't do any of that shit. Because I know this is the key to self-mastery. It won't be ingest. The true key to self-mastery is what we ingest. If you looked up
daily habits, like something to do daily. They don't talk about exercise. And still no one is connected to this. All these intellectuals are trying to read their way into self-mastery. You motherfucker, discomfort needs to be your comfort zone. You're comfortable reading. Go to the motherfucking burpees. The growth you're looking for is on the other side of the work you're not doing. That's it.
Everybody is just seeking validation, and they should seek it within themselves by living congruently with the plan they have for themselves each day. So you have a plan for yourself each day. And if you stick to that plan today, then you build confidence with self. And if you stick to it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, you walk in any room and everybody's a fucking to you. You're just like, look at these fucking bitches. You can read them like a book. Like you're just like, I know exactly what you're not doing, and I know exactly what you're telling yourself to do that you're skipping out on. And in reality, the difference between two people's lives is someone's doing the work today that they need to do to be where they want to be, and someone else isn't. And it's just because they have excuses.
Like I've been around people who are drinking, and they're like, I can't even enjoy my drink right. I say, good, motherfucker. And that ain't me. That's your inner voice, stupid. I'm not, and I don't even care. I wasn't even worried about it. You're worried about it. That's your inner voice. And they say your conscience is the authentic voice of God. I believe in conscious congruence. So conscious congruence. Live in congruence with your conscience. You live the best life you can